Have you ever pulled last night's dinner from the fridge, popped it in the microwave, and thought, perfect, lunch is sorted? It feels harmless, right? Quick, convenient, and reduces food waste. But what if I told you that some of the most common foods we reheat could quietly be harming your health? Foods that seem perfectly safe, even healthy, can transform into something entirely different once reheated. Hidden chemical changes occur. Toxins form. And over time, these changes can impact your digestion, your brain, your heart, even increase your risk of serious illness. If you're someone who values your health and wants to avoid the hidden traps lurking in your own kitchen, stay with me. Because today, we're uncovering the 5 everyday foods you should never reheat based on real science, not internet myths. And trust me, the last one will surprise you, because it's considered one of the healthiest ingredients on Earth. Yet when you reheat it, the consequences may be quietly damaging your body. So grab your tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into how to protect your health, one simple kitchen habit at a time. Now, before we jump in, I want to be clear, this video isn't about fear. It's about knowledge. Small, informed choices that stack up over time to create better health, stronger bodies, and sharper minds. And remember to stick around till the end. Not only will you learn which foods to avoid reheating, but you'll also discover simple, safer alternatives so you can still enjoy your favorite meals without the hidden risks. Number 1. Spinach, when superfood turns sneaky. Let's start with one of the most praised healthy foods, spinach. Packed with iron, fiber, vitamins. It's a staple in soups, salads, omelets, and stir-fries. But here's the little-known truth. Once cooked, spinach becomes highly sensitive to reheating. Why? Because spinach naturally contains a high level of nitrates. On their own, nitrates are harmless, some even support blood pressure regulation. But once cooked and stored, those nitrates start to break down. When you reheat spinach, especially in a microwave or on high heat, the breakdown accelerates, transforming nitrates into nitrites and eventually into nitrosamines. Nitrosamines are compounds linked to cancer risk, particularly affecting the digestive tract and even contributing to neurological issues over time. This is especially concerning for older adults. As we age, our bodies become more vulnerable to these subtle, cumulative toxins. What your body handled with ease in your 30s or 40s, it's not the same story in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. Imagine making a nutritious vegetable soup on Sunday night, storing the leftovers, and reheating a bowl for lunch on Monday. If spinach is part of that mix, you could unknowingly be exposing yourself to harmful chemical byproducts. The solution? Eat spinach fresh or enjoy leftovers cold, such as in salads. If you must add spinach to hot meals, stir it in at the last moment. Don't cook and reheat it multiple times. It may seem small, but avoiding reheated spinach protects your digestive system, your brain, and your future self. Number 2. Potatoes, comfort food with a catch. Mashed, roasted, fried, or baked potatoes are the ultimate comfort food. But did you know that reheating cooked potatoes can quietly disrupt your gut and, in extreme cases, pose a serious health risk? It starts with how potatoes change after cooking. Freshly cooked potatoes have soft, digestible starches. But as they cool, those starches crystallize into resistant starch. Now, resistant starch can be beneficial for blood sugar control, but only when handled properly. The real danger comes when cooled potatoes are reheated unevenly, especially in foil or when left at room temperature too long. This creates the ideal breeding ground for harmful bacteria like Clostridium botulinum, the bacteria responsible for botulism, a rare but serious illness that affects the nervous system. Even without botulism, improperly stored or reheated potatoes can disrupt your gut bacteria, leading to bloating, discomfort, and long-term digestive issues. And here's something many don't realize. Your gut health directly impacts your brain health, mood, and energy levels. The gut and brain are intimately connected. Studies now show poor gut health may increase your risk of cognitive decline, memory problems, and even conditions like dementia. What's the safer option? If you love potatoes, and who doesn't, always store them in airtight containers, never in foil. Reheat thoroughly on the stovetop or oven, ensuring even heat. And if they've been sitting in the fridge for more than a couple of days, It's best to play it safe and toss them. Remember, your health is worth more than a leftover side dish. Number 3. Eggs. Protein power. But handle with care. Eggs are a nutritional powerhouse. Affordable, protein-rich, and incredibly versatile. But reheating cooked eggs, particularly in the microwave, is a hidden health trap. Here's why. When eggs are cooked the first time, their proteins naturally denature, a fancy term meaning they unfold and realign into a structure your body can digest. But reheating those proteins, especially with uneven or high heat, causes further structural changes. This can lead to two problems. 1. The release of sulfur compounds, giving that odd rubbery texture and unpleasant smell. 2. The formation of oxidized cholesterol, which has been linked to increased inflammation and a higher risk of heart disease and cognitive decline. Inflammation, especially chronic low-grade inflammation, is now considered a root cause of many age-related illnesses, including arthritis, heart disease, and Alzheimer's. Let's say you meal prep some hard-boiled eggs for the week. Convenient, yes, but if you're reheating those eggs in the microwave every morning, over time, you may be increasing your risk of inflammation without realizing it. Safer alternatives? Eat eggs cold, add them to salads, or enjoy them freshly cooked. If you're batch cooking for convenience, opt to prepare smaller amounts more frequently rather than reheating large batches repeatedly. Number 4. Chicken lean protein with a hidden twist. Chicken is often praised as the ultimate lean protein. But reheating cooked chicken can quietly trigger inflammation and digestive strain, especially as we age. When chicken is first cooked, its proteins are gently altered, making them easy to digest. But reheating, particularly in the microwave or on high heat, causes those proteins to become tough and rigid, harder for your digestive system to break down. What's more concerning is that when your body processes these altered proteins, they can release compounds that promote low-grade inflammation, the same type of inflammation linked to joint pain, heart issues, and cognitive decline. Older adults, who may already struggle with digestion or inflammation, are especially vulnerable. And let's be honest, we've all tossed leftover grilled chicken in the microwave for a quick meal. It feels harmless. But over time, these repeated exposures add up. The safer route? Reheat chicken gently on the stovetop with low heat, ensuring even warmth. Better yet, shred leftover chicken into cold salads or wraps to avoid reheating entirely. Remember, it's not just what we eat. It's how we prepare and handle our food that shapes our long-term health. Number 5. Mushrooms when superfood turns against you. Finally, the most surprising food on the list, mushrooms. Known for their antioxidants, immune-boosting properties, and unique earthy flavor, mushrooms are a health superstar. But they're also highly sensitive to heat, especially reheating. Here's what happens. Mushrooms contain complex proteins and delicate enzymes that break down rapidly after cooking. Reheating mushrooms, particularly in the microwave, degrades these proteins further, creating byproducts that your body struggles to process. This can lead to 1. Digestive discomfort, 2. Bloating, 3. Sluggishness, 4. Increased oxidative stress, a key factor behind cellular damage and aging. Worse, improperly stored mushrooms, like those left at room temperature too long, can become breeding grounds for harmful bacteria. What's the solution? 1. Cook mushrooms fresh whenever possible. 2. If storing leftovers, use airtight glass containers. Refrigerate immediately. 3. Reheat gently on the stovetop or enjoy them cold in salads. Mushrooms are powerful allies for your health, but only when handled with care. Finally, there you have it, the 5 common foods you should never reheat if you care about your health, digestion, and long-term vitality. Let's recap. 1. Spinach, risk of harmful nitrosamines. 2. Potatoes, bacterial buildup and digestive strain. 3. Eggs, oxidized cholesterol and inflammation. 4. Chicken, toughened proteins and low-grade inflammation. 5. Mushrooms, protein degradation and digestive upset. The goal here isn't to make you afraid of your food, but to empower you with simple, practical knowledge. The way we store, reheat, and prepare meals impacts our bodies more than we often realize. So next time you go to reheat leftovers, pause, Ask yourself, is this food safe to reheat? Could I eat it cold? Or is it better to cook fresh? Your body has served you well for decades. It deserves that extra layer of care. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Your support helps us create more content to inform, empower, and protect your health. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself, one meal at a time.